This is a big moment for me.
Time to smash him up.
Oh, quite sharp.
Shocker.
I'm going to hit him. Hello, it's me again. Hello, welcome to frame 104 of Me 1 versus Me 2 snooker.
Oh, it's brilliant. He's potting 2 reds with 1 shot.
Oh, there's some beautiful snooker going on here.
Oh, Me 1 has done it.
Richard, you are still the reigning world champion, semi-professional, self-playing snooker player.
Yeah.
Well, you've just had your first ever game against an actual professional. How was it for you?
Well, you know, I felt wrong playing against another person. So I think that just meant I couldn't really fully commit to the game. He was okay. He was quite good at snooker. But how would he be against himself? That is the question I'd ask you, and I think he would lose every time.
Tell us a bit about how you got started off with Me 1 v Me 2.
Well, it started in my teenage years. I was very obsessed, I think as a lot of people in my generation were, by snooker. Colour television had sort of come in, and so snooker had become increasingly popular through the 70s and 80s. And I think in the 80s, when it was possibly in its heyday, everyone wanted a snooker table, and you could buy like a Joe Davis 6x3 snooker table, which I just badgered my parents for and finally got for Christmas one year. And so I did that as a teenager and got quite into snooker and played on proper sized snooker tables as well. But then I was backstage at a comedy club waiting to go on about 10 years ago. And there was another 6x3 snooker table backstage, and I started playing myself at snooker again, and then on Twitter started doing commentary. Oh, it was only a stupid thing to do to pass time, but I realised loads of people kind of identified with having played snooker against themselves. But also, interestingly, I was just called myself Me 1 and Me 2 as I was doing it, and people started going, oh, I want Me 2 to win, or I want Me 1 to win, and I hadn't given them any indication of what different personalities they might have.
Wake up, sleepy me. Wake up, we're about to do snooker.
Sleepy me. Oh, he's just having a little snooze, but no, he's back. And look at that beautiful pot. And so I kind of wondered, just as podcasts were starting up, whether I could do a sort of esoteric podcast, which was me playing myself at snooker in audio only. It was back then, playing quite badly, describing it quite badly, not being 100% sure of the rules. It sort of spiraled out from just childhood, really, is the short answer to the question.
He's going to try and double it. Oh my stars, me.
Everyone's done that when they're a kid, when you're into sport, and you do develop that thing where you're playing against yourself.
Again, on a comedy level and an artistic level, the kind of having a battle against yourself, and there's a sort of pointlessness to sport that I kind of love as well. Playing someone at snooker and finding out who's best at snooker is sort of just a stupid pursuit. No offence, everyone, but it's also sort of an amazing pursuit. So I kind of loved, I loved that dichotomy between playing a game against yourself that is obviously both unwinnable and unlosable, but also it's an improvisational thing where I'm creating characters and creating persona and creating drama, but it's ultimately a grown man playing on a child's snooker table for no reason.
Calculating, Me 1, 15, Me 2, 12.
My wife's, she says ambivalent, I would say, against this project. So when I did a thing for the BBC last year, and I filmed a frame and got paid a small amount, but not an insignificant amount of money. And then I said to my wife, look at that, there you go. You said this was a waste of time, and after 10 years, that works out £200 a year of it.
Oh, it's catching.
4
It's
points.
catching.
I just wanted to ask you as well about gender equality, because
Yes.
that's obviously something you've written about and spoken about a lot. And the great thing about snooker is its inclusivity, so anybody can play.
Yeah, what's great at the moment is things are changing in lots of sports. There's absolutely no reason women can't compete on an absolutely level playing field. There's a lot of women doing comedy now, which 30 years ago there weren't that many women doing comedy. So there's always a chance for things to change and improve, I think. Yeah. It's so far away. I think real snooker is the pastiche sport, and 6x3 snooker is the real sport, because that's too big. You can't reach the balls half the time. It's just crazy. It's like you expand things to parody them, and that's a parody of the real game. So, I've come here and I've come into the world of two-player snooker, and I feel that I should never have done that. I think it's a blasphemy against the sport that I play, which is a very different sport.
This could be in the middle. This could be in the middle.
Going in.
It could be in the middle.
I got 4 points, didn't I?
Yeah.
And if you got 7 if you count the black.
Yeah, we'll give you that black.
So I've got 11 points.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh no, hold on.
Is it off?
Still the world champion. Self-playing snooker. No one can take that away from me. Are these pockets big enough to get a ball in?